if you're able to implement this one simple strategy, and it's insanely simple, your life is going to dramatically improve. You're going to be able to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve. And what that is learning how to schedule your days or schedule your life. And this is something that I've known about for years, about how important it is to plan. Things that get scheduled or things that get done. But it wasn't until recently that I was able to really start implementing this into my life, and the results have been absolutely outstanding, yes. So here's basically what it is learning how to put your to-do list into your regular calendar. But before you do that, you have to have a good idea of what it is that you want out of this life. And this is where these 4 circles come into play. So this is something that you probably much only have to do like once a year. The actual scheduling process needs to be done on a weekly basis, and it only takes about probably 30 minutes to an hour every single week. And I'm going to show you actually how I do my actual schedule in the second half of this video. But before we do that, I want to talk about the overall purpose of scheduling. So the first thing that you want to do is you want to write out these 5 circles. It doesn't have to be 5 circles, it can just be on your thing. But basically in circle 1 is my life. It's like, what do you want out of this life? What kind of life do you want to live? Do you want to live in a mansion? Do you want to be an entrepreneur? Do you want to be the best father? Like, it doesn't matter, but just writing out what you want your life to look like. How often do you want a vacation? Do you want to travel around the world? These are the types of things that you want to write out in this my life. And once you have an idea of what you want from this life, and when you lay on your deathbed, you're going to have 0 regrets. That's what you want to put in this circle number 1. So once you figure out what you want to achieve in your lifetime, then you can go to the second circle and you can figure out my year. What is it that you need to do this year to move you a little bit closer towards your life goals? Okay, so if you have the goal of, let's say, making $1 million, most people aren't going to make $1 million in 1 year. So what can you do this year that's going to move you closer to that major goal of making $1 million? Okay. The second thing you want to do now, the third thing I should say you want to do, is you want to break down these yearly goals into smaller monthly goals. So now you want to write another column called my month. And again, this is only the first part of this whole scheduling process. Where things are going to get really practical and really going to help you are in these next 2 circles. So in my month, all you're doing is breaking down your monthly goals to figure out what you need to do every single month to achieve your yearly goals. And then next is my week. Okay? What do you need to do this week that's going to move you closer to your monthly goals, achieving your monthly goals? And finally, over here is my day. Okay? These last 2 sections here are what we're doing on a consistent basis. This overall thing here needs to be done maybe once a year, twice a year, but these 2 sections are really where we're going to be spending most of our time, and really where you're going to learn how to become insanely productive. So what I do in order to make sure I'm getting my monthly goals done is every single Sunday night, I spend my Sunday night about an hour. Usually, actually, I'm getting quicker at it. I usually do it in about 30 minutes now, where I draw from this monthly goal and I write out everything that I need to do in my week. And I do that in a checklist. And it's like really, really simple. I'm just going to erase this really quickly. In this checklist, this is how I do it. I mean, this is obviously, I just put I actually draw the little boxes. It's kind of very inefficient. And I say, I'll write out like make quotes for Insta. Okay? And I just keep putting in all of the things that I want to get done, drawing from this monthly goal of, let's say my monthly goal was to increase my impact, you know? So I want to have 20,000 followers on Instagram by the end of the month. So I need to make sure that I'm continuously posting on Instagram to draw this. So from my month, I make my list of all the things. But in this list, also, I'll put like simple things that I want to do around the house. Like right now, I'm building a shed, right? So I want to write build a shed in there, right? So every single thing that I want to get done that's going to move me closer to my monthly goals, I'm putting into this list. And then what I do is I go into my calendar and I take the stuff that is not fixed and I put it into the time slots around the things that are fixed in my life. For example, what would be something that's fixed? For me, I have coaching clients on a daily basis. So I have clients that I know I need to meet from 1 to 2, from 3 to 4, whatever it may be. So I have those that are reoccurring events. I also watch my daughter every morning from 7 till 8 o'clock, right? So that's scheduled in there. I go to the gym every morning from 6 till 7 o'clock, right? I wake up at 5 a.m. and I spend like that time meditating and journaling and actually doing some planning. So these are the things that are fixed in my life. In between the things that are fixed, I then draw from this list of all of these things that are not fixed, and I start putting them into my schedule. This is essentially my weekly to-do list, okay? But the difference between this to-do list and the to-do list that everyone makes every single week and never actually accomplishes it is I'm taking the things that are on this to-do list and I'm actually implementing them, plugging them into my calendar, right? So when you do this, two things are going to happen. You're going to become insanely productive. You're going to get more done in a day than most people get done in an entire week. Multiple times in my life, I've written out what I wanted to accomplish for the month, and I was able to get it done in the week, because what I thought I could accomplish in a week was actually what I could accomplish in a month. So imagine the power that you could have. Imagine how much you could propel your life forward if you were able to start getting done in a week, which you once took you a month or even longer to do. You're going to be it's going to completely transform your life, okay? So the thing is about this, the number one resistance I think that most people have to doing this is that it's too easy. It is so easy that you dismiss it. You only have to spend an hour a week to do this, and you're going to become insanely productive. The second resistance I think that's around this is that you think you're going to have less freedom, but actually the reverse is true. When you really schedule your days in and you become very productive, when you have that free time to spend with your family or to spend with your friends, you really enjoy it because you're able to be in the present moment. You're not thinking about what you should have got done that day or what you have to do tomorrow. You're just actually in the present moment, enjoying your time with your family and friends. So it actually gives you more freedom. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna transfer you over to an actual video where I show you how I make my schedule on a weekly basis. What I essentially do is I take my list, this is my checklist of all the things that I have to do, and then I just open up my week and start implementing the things that I need to do from this checklist, which is pulled from my monthly goals, okay? So what I'm gonna need to do this week in order to achieve my monthly goals, okay? And I implement them into this calendar. So now, as you see, for me, I already have reoccurring events with my clients here that I'm meeting on Friday. I'm now on Friday because I've kind of skipped ahead. So now on Friday, so I already have my meetings with my clients, and then I have to put in the other things that I'm doing that are during my free time. Now there's some other things that I haven't created that are reoccurring here, but I'll just put these in here now as I'll just call this like the wake up routine. Okay, that goes in there, and then also from 6 to 7, I'm now back at the gym, which used to be automatic in here. But see what I love about this? I just drag this to where I want it to go. Then from 7 to 9, I'm basically with my daughter. All right, so I just put that in there. Well, it's really 7 to 8, but let's just say it's 7 till 9 by the time I actually get to the office here. And then now what I'm doing is, so these ones are reoccurring. These are the things that I do all the time. So now what I do with all this empty space is I begin to fill up my day. So from 9 until 12, I have open time. What I do is I look on my list and I say, okay, what are the things that I could get done in a 3-hour window? So one of the things that, and also kind of considering drive time and stuff if I was going to leave. But anyway, so what I then do is in this 3-hour window, what I would write here is C notes, okay? And then I go to more options right down here. And then in this notes section, I'm going to write multiple things that I'm going to do in this 3-hour window. So one of them is I need to message Eric. You guys don't need to know who Eric is. I'm just messaging him. I need to write, add, copy for some. This is for some ads. I need to do quotes. Okay. Anyways, I'm just giving you guys an example of what I would do, and then I'm going to save this. Okay, see now that's typed in here. And then what I can do, which is so cool about this calendar, I just drag this down right until 11:45. And that'll give me a little 15-minute window um, to like kind of take a break and prepare for my client that's coming in. And that's what I essentially do for every single day of the week. So I'll take you back down to some of these other days that I haven't completely finished yet. But as you can see, my days, you know, even put like, see, I sail every what is this, Tuesday and Wednesday night, I'm sailing from 6 to 9. So that's in there, right? I'm picking up shed materials because I'm building a shed in my house, right? So from 2:30 to 6 p.m., I'm building a shed. Like this is the stuff that I put in there, but it's on my monthly goals of like completing my house and wanting my house to look a certain way. So I put that in there. My fixed things are in there, the things I need to do. So it's just like, this is what I do every single day, right? Is just fill this calendar. Now, like I said, my fixed things with gym and all that stuff aren't in there, which I need to put in there. But essentially, this is how it works. Is just every single day I have my calendar completely filled up, and anytime that I don't have filled up, then I'm then looking again to my monthly list and being like, okay, well, what else can I draw from my monthly list and bring down into this now weekly list? And this is exactly what happened to me today. I had my list for the week, and I started really implementing, and I realized I'm like, I'm going to have all of this done in 2 or 3 days. So now I'm going back to my monthly goal, and I'm starting to draw more tasks from that monthly goal and putting them into this week. So that's basically it in a nutshell. I hope this helps you a ton. The other great thing about this calendar is it's integrated to my phone. So I get all these little notifications saying, hey, you're supposed to be doing this during this time. You're supposed to be doing this just this time. The other thing that's good about this is that when you create like just like an open window here, like where I say see notes, it's like it allows for some flexibility. Now you want to make sure you're trying to get this stuff done. The big thing is that if something comes up that's like an emergency that you need to attend to, you just need to make sure that whatever task you did not do get replugged into your calendar somewhere. So I do leave some room, little hours here and there that allow me to fill in for these emergency things that pop up. So anyways, I hope this was insanely valuable. I can tell you with so much certainty that if you can implement this one simple task, it's going to completely transform your life, and it's going to get you to a place where you're becoming a super achiever. You're getting more done than most people are getting done in a month. You're getting that done in a week or even a couple of days. So yeah, I hope this really helps you guys. And yeah, leave some comments below. Let me know what you think.